Nobody told me how lonely being a...
Welcome to manhood, bitch ass nigga.
R2 Cents.
With Oscar.
Hey, welcome back to R2 Cents. We're doing it again here at Raxo Studios with your host, Oscar. Thank you for all your support. Please hit that subscribe button. It's free to you, and it means everything to me. It means motivation. Every time I see another download more than I had the previous week, it's motivation. So I thank all 64 of you, no, 62 of you that have subscribed to my YouTube. And we can't get to 1,000 on TikTok, but also we've stopped giving a shit about it. Bad idea. Instagram's not moving. Everything's under 1,000, and we've been at it for over 4 years and going on, and I'm not gonna stop. Eventually we'll get some money for advertisement. That's the plan, at least. Anyways, here we are, and I'm back at it again. It might be a little late, but schedules have changed. Things have gone a different direction, and we plan on keeping on. If you haven't noticed, the content changed from one thing to another because my algorithm changed from one thing to another, and then I got busy with, well, how should we say, life. Life got me busy, but I came across, well, you know what? This is how bad I am at doing this. I opened up with the clip that now I'm not even showing the clip, but we will get to that clip eventually. You know, that's a good clip because it just puts it a lot into perspective of how people think things should be, and they're really not. Like, gentlemen over here, and I say gentleman because, I mean, this is how this person identifies themselves as a gentleman. I'm not quite sure what the expectation or what kind of life she thought she was going to have. This is the problem when people ask for things and the things that they ask for don't meet their expectations. It's when they are let down. And the expectation that this individual that transitioned from one thing to another had was, I guess, the perspective where men are welcomed everywhere and men are thought of as Gentiles.
lonely
But we're really not. We are really not accepted anywhere. And you have come to find out the hard way. I saw the full video, well, most of it, because it's a long video and it's hard to digest. Especially when you have over here somebody crying about something you've been wanting to do your whole life. But that's not what the point is. The point is that you're crying.
Nobody told me how lonely being a...
Welcome to manhood, bitch ass nigga. You don't already broke the first rule.
And that is in the first 5 minutes.
Here's the reality of being a man. Society don't give a fuck about how lonely you are.
It does not.
Society does not give a fuck about your feelings.
It does not.
Society damn sure don't give a fuck about them tears. Leave that crying shit over there where the fuck it belongs. Man up, nigga. You'll be alright. Welcome to Death Row.
Welcome to Death Row is what was told to the individual that's crying about how life hard is. Hey, life sucks. That's why I stopped taking cold showers. Because life is already bad enough in order for me to give me more struggle. And I'm very upset at these people that come out and say, well, this is for good, or this is good for your health. Well, you know what's not good for my health? Stress. Stress is not good for my health. Stress can kill me. So please tell me how putting myself in a predicament where I'm going to suffer makes me a better person. Please explain that to me. I don't understand how and you know what? It's all the people with a shit ton of money that they can fucking live their life doing whatever they want are the ones that come out and say this kind of bullshit. The bullshit that they're feeding to the world, telling the world that you need suffering to be a good human being. You need suffering to realize that life sucks. You mean to tell me the life sucking is not enough suffering? What kind of bullshit are we being fed to? And you know what pisses me off the most is that there's people that come out and say all this type, oh, social media is bad. And I'll say it, and I said it before, and I will say it again. Is the same people that create the most amount of content that they put out there and that they make the most amount of money from the content that they put out. So these people are all feeding you bullshit. They're pretending to be caring of others while they feed you. You know what they do? I don't know if anybody's paid attention. Have you seen how they feed those ducks that they feed at the fancy restaurants, right? What do they call? Let's see. I can do a fast Google search. Fancy duck. I didn't even know how you spell duck. Duck at fancy restaurants. This is how I Google stuff. This is how I Google. It's called. Oh my God. Fancy duck restaurant. Let's see. Fancy duck and confit restaurant. What is it called? Anyways, I don't know what it's called, but in my Google searches are not that great. But if you've ever seen how they feed those ducks that they feed at people at fancy restaurants, they put a funnel in the duck's mouth and they shove it up with corn. That's the kind of lies that these people are feeding every single one of you, and you all fall for it like there's no other. It is no wonder that Freedom movie did not take off. And you know what? It might ring a couple of bells, but I'm going to make a prediction of what's going to happen within the next couple of weeks with that movie. It rung a bell right now that is going to stay in the back of people's minds for maybe 6 months or so. And after 6 months, everybody has already forgotten about the movie. Right? Everybody forgot about the movie. Just like everybody forgot about Cuties and how CNN and I don't know what the other one is. But they were praising it as a movie about liberation, sexual liberation for preteens. That's pretty cool. I guess that's cool. And the movie where they point at the problem being children trafficking, it's not a problem at all whatsoever. Because you know what? They need kids to make more adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is not going to make itself unless they have the proper farms. And that, you know what? I farm rabbits, and I cannot put it out of my mind having a farm of children just the same way I keep my rabbits. I mean, I'm not inhumane. I keep my rabbits well fed, by the way. Just so you know, they eat greens, leaves, whatever you want to call them, but they eat natural shit, and they don't only eat the stupid pellets that we get. But for the most part, it is the pellets because that's more convenient. But But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I cannot wrap my head around how this has gotten this big and nobody's cared about it. Because the right people that should care about it do not care about it. Obviously, as we're seeing it today, they rung a bell and they're trying to hide it by making it seem like it's all about QAnon people. Anyways, but that's not the point where we were going with this. We are being fed lies when all these social media people, content creators, artists, comedians, whatever you want to call them, every single one of them, not whatever you want to call them because that's what they are, but every single one of those names, they are all feeding everybody bullshit. And the bullshit is letting you know how bad social media is. Social media is not bad. It is the greatest thing that has ever happened in current, because this is the 6th time we've done this, in our current history that it is recorded. And I'm saying current history that it is recorded because the previous 6 stories are lost. And it looks like it's gone. It's forever, never going to be told. And nobody's gonna know. We can all speculate what other previous societies were, and that's why we probably are always thinking about aliens coming to Earth, and that's getting crazier as it goes. Right now, I came across other images of drones. Now we're switching subjects. This is how good we are. We don't even need segues. We just jump into the subjects. Anyways, but this is how crazy it is. I saw a couple of drones that they have. Is it an F11 114 or something like that? Anyways, but they have a version that a human can ride in it, and they also have a version that is a drone. And most of this aircrafts, they come from, I don't know, maybe you've heard of them. What is it? Northrop, whatever, Northrop. I don't even know the name of these things. The name of these things are hard to remember. And I'm pretty sure that they did them on purpose. And I'm not even being conspiratorial on that. They made the names complicated so that you and I could not remember them. We will not. It is crazy. You know what's crazier? When all these things that the 3-letter agencies are doing come out to light. And I wonder, is it true or is it a distraction that they want us to be looking at instead of whatever that they are doing? Because this is crazy to me. Apparently, it's okay. So this is news. Let's see if we have a sound for news. Crickets, laughter. No, we don't have one for news. But anyways, this is brand new news. I am here to bring you the news. The news for today is that apparently most of the UFO sightings are happening here in the U.S. Well, what gives? I guess someone say, are aliens racist that they only go to the white countries? But why would they go anywhere else? Let's look at this more. What's the word I'm looking for? More logical. Okay, so the logic behind this, what this person had thought about was that the aliens are racist because they only go to countries where there's white people. But here is the thing about America being one of the top places where you see most of the UFO activity, right? Here's the thing about that it is air quotes known as a white country. But if we look at the grand picture at the whole thing, look at the pool and variety of cultures, shit, if you want to call it. And that's another thing we want to get into. Culture bullshit. That's a lie we've all been fed. Because if you like culture, you like bashing baby's head on the rocks and having the person you're going to marry was chosen for you if you're a woman. If you like those things, then you love culture. I mean, the other way around. If you love culture, then you love those two things. Because that's culture, right? Anyways, what are we talking about? Culture, let it be known. That's the culture. Culture is crap. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Ah, damn it. What was I saying? I will never remember ever. But I will bring this up though because I want it put out into the world. I recently visited. Since I made moves. I made moves that were very beneficial for me, so I ended up in a better position than I am today. And I made other moves that are very questionable moves, but I am in a better position today. Anyways, that's not the point. So I moved cities. Obviously, I went to another city, and I decided, to visit my old city, to go where we used to visit the parks and all that. And I just I have a lot of hope for people. I have hope the people are nice. The people are not going to be fucking dicks. They're not going to do nothing, right? Well, I guess that is out the window from now on because apparently things have really changed. And you know what? And we all do this. Things don't really change in society until shit happens to you, right? So we were at the park chilling like a villain, like always, hanging out. Let the kids run around, get the energy out, get it all out of the way. And it's time to go home. Everything's fine up to then. Now, I'm a very paranoid person. Like, don't put me in the spot because my level of, what's the word I'm looking for? My level of anxiety, I guess. Not anxiety, but like, my level of my danger clock, it starts just ringing and ringing. It doesn't stop ringing until you leave thousands of miles away from wherever it happened. Anyways, the thing is, everybody's getting ready to, one's getting, because one of them, my sister came to the park. We visited with their kids, played with my kids. So it was a good play date, I guess, for the kids. And then we are ready to part ways because they parked on the other side of the park and we parked on one side. And then this broad, stupid bitch comes and starts, just staring at us down. And I'm just like, just keeping my eye on her. And my sister's like, can I help you? I wanted to say that because I wanted to be cool and say that, but I didn't because I didn't want any altercations. I didn't want things to escalate, but, I guess some people really don't give a shit about escalating things. And the craziest thing is like, she didn't answer. And after a while, she starts answering, saying, like, are you guys okay? Are you guys fine? I just want to know if you guys are okay. It's like, bitch, we didn't ask to be fucking help we didn't ask for any fucking help over here. It's like, really? Like, you couldn't make it any more obvious that you see children over there and a couple of adults over there with the children, and you come over here eyeing everybody up and down, pretending like you're over here almighty and wanting to help. But anyways, so the stupid cunt walks back to the car that she walked from, and there was other dudes in the car, and that's when my alarm went off. And I'm like, oh shit, we're fucking being eyeballed for fucking children traffic right now, so we need to get the fuck out of here. And needless to say, it is my first interaction in the modern times with shit that looks fucking suspicious. And I don't give a fuck if her fucking heart was in the right place and she wanted to fucking really help, or she thought there was something wrong, I guess. And I don't care. You do that to me, that chick will always be a child trafficker. And the only thing I could think at the moment, this is the craziest shit, because the only thing I could think at the moment is like, get as far away from here as possible. And like it never dawned on me to like call the cops or anything like that. My instinct was like, get the fuck out of there. The dangers of the current world. But you know what? This type of shit has always been happening. It's just the shit is being fucking coming to light now. And with like things that I was talking about earlier, like those shows, that shit's coming out to light now. Like I said, it's only going to ring a bell for a couple of months and then everybody's going to forget about it. I'm not saying that that's exactly what I want, but I'm saying that's what's going to happen because they're going to make up another movie and not another, I don't know. They're probably going to make Brave. They're probably going to make Brave, but they're probably going to make a black person with red hair, you know, play the part of the Brave movie. So then they're just going to distract everybody from what's ahead and then it's all forgotten. And, you know, nobody's going to know what really, really happened that day or those days. But that's cool, you know, because I guess shit's coming to light now and then everybody can know what happens. But it seems like the powers to be are noticing and they're starting to take charge into their own hands, which is trying to control what's online. And that's very upsetting because when they take control of this shit, you can't say, I'm about to say about, you know, machines and, you know, jabs and machines and, you know, I don't know what the fuck. When you say anything of those things, YouTube turns around and fucking tries to take your shit down. So you can't really say shit because everything's being controlled for the masses. So I guess we can just make shit up now and just make up stories. But yeah, that was my only first encounter with that type of shit. And it's scary. I couldn't sleep for a couple of days because I'm that type of person that if something like that happens, my alarm, my danger alarm is just going off the charts. But anyways, that's what's crazy about that. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what's crazier? Apparently in Ohio, a pterodactyl was spotted. Pterodactyl. Now, there's a guy he's on TikTok, but I'm pretty sure he has a YouTube channel. But you know, TikTok's the end all be all, and that's where you find out if shit is true or not. But I guess he called this footage of pterodactyl being spotted in Ohio. And it's been spotted in 2 different areas apparently across the skies in that area. Apparently it was CGI. So I'm here to tell you, I love breaking bad news to people who think, oh, we discovered something just because you don't know, or just because you're trying to do something that wants to rattle the cages. And people are good at that. I'm not gonna lie, people are good at that. People are good at rattling cages. But anyways, not good. Pterodactyl in Ohio. Bikes don't lie. Who pays? Oh, you know what's funny? There's nothing funnier than people who say the Bible doesn't lie. No, it doesn't. It's all a lie. That's why it doesn't lie, because everything in it is a lie. It's all fairy tales. You see how we do this in this podcast, in this studio? It's just random thoughts. I really didn't have anything today. Well, I started with something good that was out of my own, but then I had to jump into my notes because I forgot. I forget about things that I really wanted to say. There was more, but I have to figure out a way where I managed to remember what I was going to say, because I usually forget, and that's not good. Brain fart. Anyways, what is it? July 10th. We're past the midpoint of the year, and I got it into my head that no matter what happens, we're just going to keep on keeping on. Hopefully, they don't shut the internet down eventually. But you know what's crazy? There's a solar storm coming. A solar storm coming within the next couple of months, which they've already started writing articles about internet shortage coming soon. But they said that about it. Internet shortage a couple of months ago. And apparently it was just one company. But anyways, this has to do with solar storms. And if they really wanted to control the masses, one great way to shut things down is a great solar storm named by our ones and onlys forces who drive this country are going to let us know when that's going to happen. And I'm here to tell you that I'll be here on that last day to let you know when they're shutting the internet off. For now, this was our 2 cents with your host, Oscar. Deuces.